These cows are pregnant. When they have their calves, most of the male ones will be fattened, then slaughtered for beef. This week's signing of the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, or CPTPP trade deal, means import tariffs on Australian beef will fall. That will impact where different cuts of those calves go.
The kidneys and the livers and the hearts and things like that could end up in Asia somewhere, in Japan for sure. The hide might end up somewhere else up there. There's a possibility that that animal could end up in, it could be well travelled, could turn into a pretty good tourist, poor thing.
SIMSON's wife lobbies for the agriculture industry. Years of work seem to have paid off in 2016 after 12 countries agreed in principle to an initial TPP agreement.
Then the huge emotional rollercoaster happened. Donald Trump comes in, suddenly, expectations squashed.
But then CPTPP, between all the initial signatories except the United States, rose out of the TPP's ashes. And for Australian agriculture, it may be better than the initial deal. For Australian farmers, the new Trans-Pacific Partnership without the United States is the best of both worlds. Increased demand for their exports through tariff reduction without a big competitor on the supply side. Representatives of agricultural industries can hardly hide their delight. Are you feeling sorry for your American counterparts, or are you laughing at them?
No, we'd never laugh. We face a number of common challenges, be that harmonisation of trade into other markets. So we're more closely aligned than people might think. However, in the case of TPP 11, we certainly weren't disappointed not to have them at the table from a grains perspective. For Australia's economy as a whole, it's more complicated. The new deal is projected to raise Australia's GDP by 0.5% by 2030. The initial one, including the United States, would have risen it by 0.6%. And having the US in the deal might have led to other, bigger benefits.
The whole point of the TPP was always to attract more members within the Asia-Pacific region into the grouping. And as you attract more members, the market access benefits, of course, start to grow. The US, again, still the world's largest economy. Having it in the TPP would make the TPP as a free trade agreement a much more attractive proposition.
In other words, these cows' female calves' calves could have ended up in countries not yet part of any deal. That now looks less likely. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Premer.
On Thursday, Wayne Hay reports from Vietnam, a country expected to be one of the big winners from the new trade deal. We'll also have full coverage of the signing ceremony in Chile. That's on Thursday here on Al Jazeera.